maybe it's time to, have a baby.
Will Kendall Jenner ever find true love? Why do many fans keep insisting that she's gay? And is Kris Jenner sabotaging all of her relationships? Stick around because we've got all the tea on why the Kardashian curse is catching up to Kendall. Rejection hurts. So for those of you who don't know, Kendall Jenner is the supermodel Jenner sister who always does what she wants. Many fans respect her for not being like her sisters, but others still think that there's just too many similarities when it comes to Kendall's controversial love life. So without further ado, let's dive right in. In 2015, way before Nick Jonas married Priyanka Chopra, Kendall was linked to none other than Nick Jonas, after Us Weekly reported that Gigi Hadid had set them up, as she was dating Nick's brother, Joe Jonas at the time. The Us Weekly source claimed they are all going to end up hanging out regardless, so it seems like a simple situation, which could be a lot of fun. We don't know what happened, but Nick Jonas shut it down real quick, telling E, "We're not dating. Kendall is great, and naturally, with her being good friends with Gigi, and with Joe and Gigi dating, there are times we'll be in the same place and we all hang out." Ouch. At the time, the pair were definitely hanging out a lot, and from Kendall's perspective, it seemed like it was going well. Amidst the dating rumors on Ryan Seacrest's on-air radio show, Nick plainly said,
I'm single, contrary to what people, I think,
Yeah, that's, I
think.
mean,
after being asked if he's dating anybody.
but you're a single dude now.
I am, yeah.
That's so fun.
It's no secret that this definitely knocked Kendall's confidence, and looking back, it really does show that the Kardashian curse was brewing right from the start. So what happened next? Well, Kendall was linked to A$AP Rocky from 2016 to 2017, which explains why Rihanna never really liked her. Us Weekly said the pair were full-on dating when they attended Kanye's Yeezy show together, and he was pictured touching her butt at the 2017 Met Gala. But this didn't last long, with sources saying that the pair called it quits because of their busy schedules. The NBA phase. After many of Kendall's relationships happened to fail, the Jenner sister decided to date NBA players. And when we say NBA players, we mean lots of them. She was linked to Jordan Clarkson, D'Angelo Russell, Blake Griffin, Ben Simmons, and Kyle Kuzma. A couple months after breaking up with Blake Griffin, Kendall started seeing Ben Simmons, which was one of her first real long-term relationships. The pair were spotted cuddling in July 2018, and a month later they went on vacation together with Khloe Kardashian and her then boyfriend Tristan Thompson. But then Kendall broke this off and broke one of the ultimate girl code rules by dating her best friend Gigi Hadid's little brother Anwar Hadid. Okay, some fans were super salty about this at first because the Kardashians are known to be messy with who they dated. But also it seemed that Kendall just wasn't taking any time to heal from all her failed relationships. Of course, fans use this as an opportunity to shade Kendall. One wrote, "NBA players are passing around Kendall Jenner," whilst another said, "Whose kid is this? Where is the mother and all of this? Poor little girl." But this became even more heated. Fans began realizing that the majority of the men that Kendall had dated up until this point were all black. So they started comparing her to her sisters, saying she was only dating black NBA players to profit off of black culture. One wrote, "I find it abnormal the Kardashians all, except Kourtney, have this obsession with black guys and only have kids with black men. I honestly believe this is because they want to fit into the black women beauty. The way they try so hard to look mixed race themselves, they probably think mixed features are the prettiest, and notice how they show off their lighter-skinned babies more instead of their darker-skinned babies. As a black woman myself, I think this is abnormal behavior and frankly disgusting. They clearly date men they don't even have good relationships with and have kids with them. In the closet?"
When I was 14, I couldn't reach as many people as I can now. Now that I'm 22 and I have this whole thing behind me, I can speak to so many people and just be like, I can help you, and it's okay. And I experience it. I'm very normal, and like, I understand you. Like, I can connect with you.
So following this, rumors began swirling that Kendall was in fact secretly gay. Many even began to say that she was in a secret relationship with her ex-BFF, Cara Delevingne, and that their friendship ending was actually a relationship breakdown in disguise. RadarOnline.com exclusively confirmed at the time that Cara and Kendall were practically on top of each other during an outing in New York City, adding, "Kendall and Cara showed up together at Bar None during New York Fashion Week. They came into the bar around closing time with bodyguards and did not drink. It was apparent that they had just finished a show because their makeup was over the top. I couldn't take my eyes off of them because they were practically sitting on top of each other. The source then added that Kara had her hand on Kendall's inner thigh almost the entire time. They looked to be very much a couple. But it doesn't end there. On December 1st, the pair shocked fans when they arrived hand in hand to the British Fashion Awards. If they were hooking up, it would not surprise anyone at all. A source close to the Keeping Up with the Kardashians beauty tells Radar that whole family has tendencies, and Kendall will do whatever is necessary to be seen as a supermodel. She is very impressionable right now. Fans became so obsessed with this rumor because it explained why Kendall couldn't hold down a relationship. But of course, she cleared up the rumors in a Vogue interview. Not that fans believed her, though. Kendall said, when asked about why the rumors had surfaced, "I think it's because I'm not like all my other sisters who are like, here's me and my boyfriend. So it was a thing for a minute because no one ever saw me with a guy. I would always go that extra mile to be low-key with guys, sneaking around all the time. You don't want to, look crazy." But Kendall then admitted that she has a male energy and said, "I'm all down for experience, not against it whatsoever, but I've never been there before." The happily ever after? So where is Kendall at right now? For the past 2 years, the Jenner sister has been in a long-term relationship with NBA player Devin Booker. But of course, there's always trouble in paradise with the Kardashians. Devin and Kendall have called it quits several times. But why? Well, many believe it's because momager Kris Jenner keeps putting pressure on Kendall to have children. Kendall's 26, and she's consistently maintained that she isn't ready to have a child and doesn't want to live the same life as her sisters. I mean, she's a successful international supermodel. We don't really blame her. But sadly, that hasn't stopped Kris from putting major pressure on Kendall. In the last season of The Kardashians, Kris took this pressure to a whole new level by literally phoning their family doctor on the spot to try and convince Kendall to have a child. Literally out of nowhere, Kris springs it onto Kendall that maybe it's time for her to have kids. She then says,
Just thinking, maybe it's time to, have a baby.
Poor Kendall literally almost choked on the water that she was drinking after letting her mom know that she was uncomfortable with the whole conversation. She then tells Kris that it's her life and adds,
I'm still just enjoying life on my own, and I'm okay with that right now.
Obviously, Kris became salty and asked Kendall,
Are you sure it's your life?
ouch. Some fans even took that as a threat. One wrote, "Oh God, this is exactly what a narcissistic parent does. They literally just view their kids as extensions of themselves." Kendall was like, "This is my life." And then Kris was like, "Are you sure?" And then made a case for why Kendall's eggs are actually Kris's eggs. So gross. She definitely lives vicariously through her daughters. What a covert narcissist Kris Jenner is. Now it's no wonder why every single one of her daughters, except Kendall so far, have been in such toxic relationships and are going through divorces every couple of years. Another added, "Looks like Kendall is the only one with a brain in this family." This completely explains why Kendall and Devin keep breaking up. With a strict, harsh momager like Kris ruling her life, Kendall can't seem to get a break. We do feel like if Kris actually left Kendall alone, she may in fact thrive in her relationships. But with all of this pressure, it seems like the Kardashian curse really is slowly destroying Kendall's relationships. So what do you think? Will Kendall end up making it far with Devin Booker, or is it doomed for disaster?